Hello, I'm Marnel from Miemie's Keepsakes. Thank you for joining me again today. And if you're new subscriber, welcome. Thank you. I have gotten a couple of new subscribers in the past couple of weeks. Thank you everybody for your support. So I'm back today to share with you my project that I made for the hashtag Fall Swap 2022, which I am in collaboration with Beth at Yes, I Made It Myself. I'm not going to go through all the information for this swap. I'll just quickly mention that you do need to make something, friendship mail, envelope, file folder, something with fall ephemera in it and swap with a friend. So if you do want to participate, you have to go to Beth's email. It's yesimadeitemyself3@gmail.com. Everything will be in the description box, all the dates and stuff, but you have to sign up before the 3rd of August, or the 5th of August, sorry, that's Friday, the 5th of August on Friday, and she will partner you with somebody and you will receive that information on Monday. So here, I'm not going to talk too much about all of that again because I have talked about it on Monday and so has Beth. So let me show you the project first because I didn't show it on Monday. I actually, when I was preparing for this video, I added stuff to my project, so don't ever think your project is done. It feels like it's never done. You can always add more stuff. So I just have this wrapped in a doily, and so this is what they call a friendship envelope or friendship mail. I'll have to look again, but it's a little bit big. Maybe I'll lift the camera a little bit. So I've never heard of this. I actually saw it for the first time on Beth's channel. Apparently it's a thing. People swap these and collect these pages. So it's just the front. The cards are decorated, and in the back you'll have little things in each pocket for your swap friend. So what I did, because I had junk journaling in mind, I kind of decided to make these. Whoops, then my stuff fell out. And I backed it with coffee dyed paper. I printed my printables on cardstock and backed it on coffee dyed paper. So you can take this out. I don't have a journal here, but you can take this out and it can be a side tuck or even a small journaling card, or if you cut it into a tag shape, it can become a tag. You can even cut it up, or I don't think you'll get my snippet off because I did had to glue the snippets on, or the clusters on, very good, because if it's not well enough, it gets stuck on this envelope. So let's talk about what you'll need for this, to fill these pockets. Just want to put this back quickly. So what I've used is, I'll take this out of the way. You'll obviously need the obvious things like glue and scissors and stuff like that, but I'm not going to go into that. You need these collector's album refill packs, and I just bought mine at the Dollarama. It was $1.25 for 8 sheets, so not too expensive. To start off, that's your base, and then you'll obviously need some papers. I am using, it's so funny, Beth used a graphics fairy set as well, and I almost picked the one that she was using. Let me see what I did with the here. I used a trip to the orchards, or the orchard. It is on the premium membership. I just got the premium membership like probably 10 days ago, and I love it. I wish I did this earlier, but anyway, there's lots of stuff on there to use. But they do have freebies as well. You don't have to have the premium membership, so maybe go check that out. I'm not at all affiliated with Graphics Fairy. Like I said, I just signed up. But anyway, so I printed this and I'm using that for little fussy cut pieces. I've already done that for my little clusters. And it's just the perfect size. If you have a different printable kit that you bought already, you can print 2 to a page or 4 to a page to make it smaller. And I'll just show you a couple. I didn't print all of it, a couple of the pages that I've cut up. So these I've cut up for my but it's a beautiful kit. And when I saw this, there's so many orchards here where I live and wineries, and so I thought this just, I don't know, it was just kind of calling to me, this kit. And it doesn't just have apples and pears in it, but also cherries and lots of little things in this kit. Just quickly go through it to use. And then you'll also use, so you don't need, if you don't have printables, you can obviously use scrapbook paper. I picked 3 scrapbook papers to use in my clusters to kind of keep my front uniformed. So I did that. And then obviously you need some scrap papers, little embellishments. Look at this cute bowl that my son made for me in woodworking class in grade 8. It's been a couple of years, so I love this little bowl. But anyway, little things to put on your clusters. And then to start off is you have to cut. My pockets were 3.5 long and 2.5 wide. So you have to cut your squares, and then you have to back them if you want to. Just see how I'm gonna put these. So what I did, okay, wait, let's start with the clusters. That's what I did. I started with the clusters first, but okay, so I've cut my squares in 3.5 by 2.5 inches. I'm sorry, I don't know how much I made centimeters. And then I backed them with coffee dyed paper. The next thing is I did my fussy cutting. So all of these little pieces, and I have some scrap papers here. There's my little fussy cut pieces, persons. Anyway, so now I'm just going to start with clusters. So what I did, I decided I don't want to do clusters on every single block, and you don't have to, because I have these with beautiful printables on them and this one in the back. So I made small little clusters for them. But for the other ones that was just the, plain cards, I did the clusters. So let's start with clusters. And yeah, so I kind of did like a mass make on the clusters, like we do usually in the mass making days. And I just kind of did all the clusters together rather than do one cluster per block, because it's just easier to do it this way. There's another little piece. And let's do another piece of green because I have a little scrap piece here. Okay, so that's so I'm just doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 6 clusters for 6 pockets. 3, yeah, 6. Okay, and then you just start layering. So let's use some book page. It's always nice to have book. book page. Okay. And book page. Let's just do that one. Might want it a little smaller. Yeah. This is a weird shape, but it's going on. And let's do that one. And 2 more for these. Oh, I don't like that shape either, so let's just tear that. Oh, it can go underneath. And this one, going to make a little more square as well. Okay. So next, what will we add next? Let's decide which you know what goes where. Shall we put this on here? This on the green, that on the green, yellow, green, and the little apple. I don't think I want the apple on the red. Let's put, okay, let's change it around. And then I pre-made some, just grab some paper ruffles. And let's see. So the paper ruffles I tear until you reach the thread where you sewed it. If you're just gluing, obviously you won't have that problem. And I tore the paper ruffles a little bit smaller. They were just a little too big for my clusters. Put that in there. And let's put a cluster underneath here. I want to see this sewing. I mean, I didn't sew around my blocks either. You can do that. It just adds a little bit of bulk, but I mean, it's not too much. Remember, when you're making these, you do need to mail these, so don't make them too bulky and too heavy, because postage is crazy, absolutely crazy. It's just, yeah, I think everybody everywhere is feeling that, the crazy postage. Okay. So I will continue and finish my clusters. I won't listen to you. The other thing that I will add to the clusters, let me just quickly do a couple, is do some lace, and I'm going to cut this a little smaller. I have the smaller scissors here, and just, you know, add lace where I feel lace is needed. And I think I'll ink these. I'm going to do that off camera, and then I'll come back and show you my next step. Okay, so I glued all my little clusters together, and I glued them on these squares that I've cut out. Now I just need to decide where, so I kind of pack them out where I want them, kind of just sort through them to see if I like what I see, and I'm not, you know, repeating yellow next to yellow. Not that it probably matters, but okay, so I'm thinking, just move them up. This is how I like them. There. So now I'm going to put them in the pockets. And then I need to decide how I want to maybe decorate my pocket itself, the plastic pocket. No, that's not how I had it. I think I had these two on the sides and then this. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Okay, so the next thing I did is I made a little topper and I used, whoops, the name of the kit. I just thought it's, like I said, I live amongst all the orchards here in, whoops, British Columbia. So I just thought I really like this kit and I might make a journal out of this kit because as I say, I really like it. That, and I think I am going to ink this, and I'll use, sorry for my arm, antique linen just to get rid. What's wrong with my, there's obviously other. It's gonna be an antique linen mixed with something else, don't know what, but anyway, antique linen just to get rid of the, it's kind of, I think there must have been a green or something. I didn't mark my, anyway, it's all good. We'll just go with the flow. And then maybe, now it looks very dark and gloomy. Add some, this is vintage photo, distress inks. Add some of that on here on the edges. Kind of make it look okay. Then I just, this is from that kit as well. Just tear a little bit of a background for my title. Where? Okay. Let's glue that onto that. And where did my, let's do a little bit of, I don't know if these scissors would cut the lace because all my paper scissors are in terrible shape. Okay, so we'll cut this smaller again. I don't think we need a huge piece. And I'm thinking maybe I should put this just behind that. Why is my finger so dumb today? Okay, yes. So add more art glitter glue in here, and that should keep the lace glued down as well. Okay. And where did my paper ruffle go? There. Let's add a little bit of paper ruffle just to keep it cohesive with the rest of the page. Maybe I'll do it this way. What did I say? This way. Yeah. And I think what makes it faster is when, like, I just use, and it gives it a cohesive look. I just use, you know, just a couple of papers and one printable and kept the same color scheme. It just all helps to make it easier. And then what I did was I just glued this on here, because you have to keep these pockets open still, so whatever you're putting in the back can still go in and out. So I'm gonna just, with one strip of this double-sided tape, so I'm not gonna glue it on too much, because I'm thinking if somebody wants to use this in their scrapbook, or yeah, even their scrapbook or card making or in your junk journal, you should be able to get it off. So you can pull it off because it's on the plastic and not on paper. And then what I did, so yeah, that's what I made. I'll just show you on the other one what I did to decorate it a little bit more. So then the next thing I did is I added little things into my pockets. Take that off so you can see. I added the things that I wanted to send as my fall inspiration. So these little tabs were in the kit as well. Some stamps, paper flowers, those pins, what do they call them? Stickers. I put some washi tape on transparency and just a little tag in the back, some wax seals, little buttons, and some transparency things. And I added the washi tape on here. I didn't poke the holes through because I thought you can, if you're not going to collect these, you can take the washi tape off. And on this front I doubled, and there's two different washi tapes that you can take off and use if you want to use these in your journal. And then because I have this kept falling off, I put a little paper clip in here and just added a couple more things that can be used. And on the other side, ball pins, that's what it is, I just added this, all same reason, because this kept coming out because it's a little bit, you know, more bulky. I just put this little clip on there, and so yeah, that all decorates it. So that's the finished product. This is, oh, and I used these flowers. I also bought that at the Dollarama when I went to buy this. It's like paper flowers, and I just inked them up a little bit to make them look, you know, more vintage. So all of this you can take out of the pockets and use. So this is the friendship pocket, and then I just kind of folded it around this way, because, and I'll just pull that in, I wanted this flower to stick out when I put my doily around my project, so the doily can be used too. And then I wrapped it with this beautiful twine that I also got at the thrift store. Don't know where this would be normally from. And then I just tied a little bow. And this will go into my envelope with a little note from me, and you can always add more tags or something else in here depending on how bulky it becomes. It doesn't have to be all in the pockets, or maybe a little glassine bag with more things in it. You know, you can play around with it. It's just the idea. And as I say, if you want to go see more videos about this, there's a lot out there with elaborate decorations, beautiful, beautiful. Just in the search bar, just search friendship pockets, and a lot of channels and more ideas will come up. Oops, excuse me, let me just clean this up a little bit. So there's my project for today. I'll be back with another fall project for the fall swap next week, and I hope you have a great weekend and that this was helpful. If you still want to participate, remember to email Beth, and all the information will be and dates will be in the description box. If you do want to participate, you do need to post either on social media somewhere and use hashtag FallSwap2022 so we can see who participates and who wins the cash prize. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye.